That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator. Yes, somehow. Let's hope my luck holds up. I wonder why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything. The possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Plume witness? That's why. I saw the killer when I attacked the victim. I just like he did a year ago, singing a song. I guess there still is that. Even with somebody else as the culprit, Orla's behavior still seems pretty bizarre. I wonder why she did doing the same thing she did a year ago. But are they really that bizarre? What do you mean? To explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Turn our thinking around, huh? Sounds good to me. Time to give old turn my thinking around method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song to some headbutts and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place. Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions? I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Very well. Then why don't you explain it for this court? Mr. Plume focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. York's active singing song created a witness. Created a witness? Isn't it possible? That fabricating witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Mr. Plume witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the orca bite the victim. Those two actions of Orla might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim. Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator? Exactly, and that would explain Orla's actions perfectly. But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her?
Take that!
Is this a whistle? Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use the whistle to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it provided they know the right signals. Ah, that must be how they get Orla to do tricks for their pirate shows. The true culprit had hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's quarter. Then, when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. What? And as for you, Mr. Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. Norma de Plume, was set up. Norma de Plume, writer extraordinaire, was used. No. No! Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire. That was one warmer function I did not want to see. It would appear as we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the bloodstained coin analyzed. You waste your breath. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss! If the crime happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it. Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in. In light of new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation. Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. Ah! My hair, my beautiful hair! Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said, the moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable. And what did this man go in for? He is merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again. But Wright don't know, here would be easier to hook than any fish. That hawk sure does love the judge's head. What's this? That coin from before? Some sort of bag? A bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this. This is the coin bag that trainer coins were in. I believe you were looking for this. How did you get that? I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had it sent to the crime lab. And? Does the blood belong to the victim? Nope, belongs to the Orca. It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin. I knew it! So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim. The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out. But the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as a murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and coin, I am more than satisfied that it was. Prosecutor Blackwell, are you conceding that the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins? I shall concede that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact it was the Orca that killed the victim. What? How can you suspect Orla? You said that the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior, but Orla isn't the kind of Orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him. What? But... are you arguing that the Orca manipulated a human being? To prove it, I have summoned another witness. Marlon Rimes. Take the stand. Marlon Rimes is a witness? Well, don't just stand there. State your name. I told you I didn't want to be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently Wright Donut won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, son of a... Alright, fine. I gotta talk, then let's get this over with. Mr. Rimes doesn't seem like a willing witness. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about. So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness? Ahoy! Yo, 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 ho, ho! People of the law, time to testify. Chillin' with my crew at the ship shape. Orcas, penguins, and the seascape. Cleaning and feeding, there ain't no end. But them bratty kids, tours I shall transcend. New animal keeper from the house of rhymes. I'm the master keeper, Marlon with the rhymes. Oh my, I'm afraid I couldn't understand a word you said. Is that flip-flop music young people nowadays like? So close, Your Honor, so close and yet so far. Please proceed with the testimony witness without the flip-flop. Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. At about 10:10 a.m. I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room. So I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the Orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The Orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the Orca pool. The defendant made the stuff fall down. Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room. All over the pool room floor. There's no doubt that it was the Orca that caused the mess. But could she really have done that from within that pool? As I said, the Orca is the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. But when our rhyming Marlon checked on the scene, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. What is he, the jail gossip? So how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The Orca pulled on the cloth that was underneath them. A weight that would be all but impossible for a human to move. Was child's play to an Orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall. And the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The Orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, as the plume saw. But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of Orla making the item fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rimes? That Orca sometimes make loud noises, summoner trainer. But I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. So even if she tried to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it. I see, so the witness couldn't enter the crime scene. If Mr. Rimes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing you can't be sure about. His statement that the Orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation. Whether the Orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of the Orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is that the Orca is the only one that could have moved the items. Ugh, I have to discredit that statement somehow. If I don't mean Orla was a corporate, even the victim died beside the pool. Cross-examination.
Hold it!
Are you sure about the time you were in the staff room? What? Yes, I'm sure. I'm pretty good with time. I've never been late to work once. If he's sure about the time, then there's something wrong with that statement. Alright, please continue with the testimony, Mr. Rimes. Let's just go back here.
Objection!
Ah! Got it. You say you were in the staff room, but is that really true? Of course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Mr. Rimes, have you ever seen this calendar before? Hey, that's... I see you recognize it. Yeah, that's the rifle calendar. It's a big hit at the Shipshape Aquarium gift shop. Thank you for shopping at Shipshape. Mr. Rimes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand. Not to worry, your ball. This taco will have them cleaned up in no time. I guess that bird comes in handy now and then. Alright, Mr. Wright, we have all seen your cute souvenir now, if you wouldn't mind. No, Your Honor, this isn't my calendar. It was originally the witness's, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady. What? Mr. Rimes and his young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around. They ran into each other at about 10 a.m. in the food prep room. So clearly, the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there's no way he could have heard the noise in the pool room upstairs. What's this? This is the first I'm hearing about any calendar. That's because Mr. Rimes and Pearls were keeping a secret. Lied to me. This transaction will not go unpunished. So, Mr. Rimes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you? Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the orca pool room myself. Somebody told me about it. Who told you about it? It was, unless you tell the truth, Mr. Rimes, I can't save Orla. And I'm sure you know how sad that would make Miss Buckler. I heard about it from Sasha. What? From Miss Buckler? But that doesn't make sense. What is going on here? Now it's the trainer's own word that drives the orca into a corner. How do you like the being bitten by your own client, right, Colonel? Ugh, I certainly didn't see this coming. What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Miss Buckler about the orca. The prosecution calls trainer Miss Sasha Buckler to the stand. Yes, I suppose it'll be a good idea to hear what the orca's trainer has to say. I don't know what Sasha is going to say, but I'll just have to meet it head on, whatever it is. We will take a 20-minute recess while the witness is summoned. To be continued. Save game. Oh. All right, did we save it?